about being the master of your own destiny, and that's what I want to talk about in this episode. Let's go. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, my name is John Smulo. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My main company is Purple Cow here in the Philippines, where I currently live, and we are focused on outsourced marketing teams and outsourced employees to be able to help businesses to grow and scale to be the businesses that they've always dreamed of being. When I was a kid, one of the book series that I really loved was called Choose Your Own Adventure. What I really enjoyed about these books is that you would read and then you would get to a point where you could either go down path A or path B. You would literally get to choose your own adventure. It really made the book so much more engaging and interesting than just everyday normal books where you start at the beginning and it kind of takes you along the road. Everybody has to follow the same path. With Choose Your Own Adventure books, you got to really be the master of your own destiny and see different endings to how the story might go. And you know, life is a lot like that. We get to choose our own path. And I think when it comes to everyday life, especially in reference to work, we have one thing in common, and that is that all of us gotta pay the bills, all of us have to work. But I really find that when it comes to individuals, there's really two different paths, two different adventures that people could go down in their life. The first one is going to a 9-to-5 or a 9-to-whatever job these days, and they go there and there are rules and there is a job handbook and there's really specific things that they need to do from the time they get there to the time that they leave for the day. It's already set out for them, and they really have to try to excel within the boundaries that other people give them. Nothing wrong with that. Most people live this type of life where they go to work and they have other people creating an environment, creating job specifications that they have to follow. But there's also other people, a little bit more like me, that are built in a different way. They're people that like to choose their own adventure. They find that type of work situation a little bit constricting, even kind of claustrophobic. They don't want to have people telling them what they have to do, how they have to do it from morning to evening. They want to be able to literally choose their own adventure. There are people that maybe you could say the first group of person is like someone that is handed a coloring book and they have to draw within the lines. They can make it as beautiful as possible, but they still got to draw within the lines. They could choose their own color and other things, but at the end of the day, they're drawing inside of the lines that are already there in the coloring book. The other type of person is a bit more like somebody that is given a blank sheet of paper, and they'll take that blank sheet and they'll create whatever they want out of it. In the work world, these are people that are entrepreneurs. They're people that want to create something from nothing. It's not about which one is better, which one is worse. They're both very meaningful. They're both very necessary. It really comes down to how are you built as a human being? Do you want to draw outside of the lines? Do you want to create your own canvas? Or do you feel that you could best contribute and best excel within the lines? This video is really there for those that want to be given a blank page and decide how they're going to make it into their own unique work of art. So if you're somebody that wants to start a business but never has before, you might be asking, what do I do with this blank sheet of paper? You know, even though it's blank, even though nobody's there to tell you what to do from morning to evening, there's still some basic principles that you need in order to start a business. First, you need a very clear idea of what your business is going to do. Are you going to sell a product or products, or are you going to sell services? It's completely up to you, but you got to make a choice. Are you going to sell to a certain geographic location or certain demographics or psychographics? It's really up to you, but ultimately it needs to be people that care about your product or service. So as you can see, when it comes to business, there's also certain paths that you need to walk down where you need to fill in your own blanks, but there's a lot of tried and true things that you need to do that have made successful businesses successful. You know, in my life, one of the things that I've been most passionate about is working as a business consultant or as a business coach to people that want to follow this path of being an entrepreneur, but they're not quite sure what are the first steps and what things they need to do to fill out that blank page and make it into their own business work of art. So I would like to encourage you, if that is you, if you need help with where to start starting a new business, reach out to me. My email address is in the description below. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. You know my name, and I'd love to be a part of helping you make your entrepreneurial dreams come true. As always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch, and I hope to hear from you soon. Hold on a sec. Before you go, if you haven't already subscribed and liked and shared this video, I would greatly appreciate your support. Click subscribe below. Take care.